Adaptive immunity. One of the two ways the body defends itself from being overtaken by foreign invaders such as viruses and bacteria. While it's all good and well that the innate defense system keeps out and neutralizes pathogens with not too much fuss at all, sooner or later an invader is going to come along that's too big for it to handle. This is when the adaptive immunity steps in. In comparison to innate immunity, adaptive immunity is a much slower response as it first needs to be introduced to the pathogen, then recognize it as a threat before attacking. However, once it does come in contact with a specific antigen, it never forgets this, and this is one of the key differences between adaptive and innate immunity. The main defenders here are lymphocytes, a form of leukocytes, which are white blood cells. These can be divided into B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. The name T and B lymphocytes describe where the cells mature. B lymphocytes mature in the bone marrow, whereas T lymphocytes start off in the bone marrow and mature in the thymus. These T and B cells work cooperatively to create the cell-mediated and humoral immune response. Focusing on humoral response is the B cells that step in and play a major role. Once fully matured, they start to display special protein receptors in their plasma membrane, known as membrane-bound antibodies, which identifies and binds to specific antigens. In the process of these B cells maturing, they develop the ability to determine invaders from the body's own cells and fight these invading cells off, a process called immunoincompetence. When an invader such as a virus, bacteria or fungi enters the body, it floats around the body's fluid until it bumps into and binds to a specific B cell. Once the B cell binds to the invader, it puts it into intense defense mode and becomes activated. Once activated, the cell starts cloning itself, making an army of similar cells with the same antigen receptors to help fight off the particular antigen. These cells are replicated as either plasma cells or memory B cells. These plasma cells, otherwise known as effector cells, secrete mass-produced antibodies that go off to fight the antigen. It's the memory B cells that stay back and prepare a stronger, faster, secondary immune response in the case of the same antigen returning. Although your humoral response guards and protects your extracellular body fluids from pathogens, in the long run, this process also builds up your overall immunity.